Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog series. Today we're going to talk to you about how to study for your medical exams whilst working a full-time job. Okay, so the number one piece of advice that we can give you when preparing for your medical exams is to get on and get your applications in. The usual lead time, according to the GMC, is about 4 to 6 months. So the best thing you can do is get signed up, make sure that you've got your exam date ready, and then you'll know exactly how long you've got to be prepared to be ready for that examination. Okay, our second tip is that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You know the curriculum for the examinations, it'll be set out by the examining board, and you'll probably know your rota and your work schedule for the next 3, 4, 5 months. So the most important thing is to make sure you take both of those things and make a plan that reflects both so that you've got time to cover the whole curriculum in however much time you've got between now and the examinations. Okay, our third piece of advice is to make sure that you use reputable websites for any revision materials or MCQ type question banks. There's a lot of bad information out there, so make sure you rely on peers and people that have passed the exams previously. Take their advice, look on the online forums, read reviews, that kind of thing. Revision materials aren't always the cheapest things to purchase, but it's recommended to buy the things that are going to be most effective rather than the most cost effective. Okay, it's important to make your revision a part of your daily life, your daily schedule, and do it little and often, rather than waiting and letting it build up so that you've got to cram lots of information in all at once. A good example of this, if you travel to work, if you're commuting every day, perhaps listening to a podcast or doing some reading on the bus, that's probably a much better way of getting a little bit of revision in every day, rather than waiting for, oh, I've got a weekend off, so I'll do lots and lots of revision over the weekend. You'll probably find it easier to digest small parts of information at regular intervals. Okay, it's really important to have a great support network around you when you're preparing for exams, particularly when you're juggling work commitments as well. The first person that we recommend telling is your peers and your superiors at work, so they know that you've got the added pressure on top of your day-to-day job of preparing for your examinations and the stresses that come with taking exams. They might not be able to reduce your workload, but at least they'll be aware if there are stressful days that you've got extra things going on in your life. And then of course, rely on your friends and your family. Let them know that you're studying for an exam, that you're working really hard at the moment, and they should be there for you to help you along with moral support and that kind of thing too. Okay, so most roles in the NHS will allow for some amount of study time. It's important for you to find out how much study time you've got and then plan it effectively in the lead up time to your exams. So it might be that you want to take the full week off before the exams, it might be that you want to take off at regular intervals throughout, but find out about that early and let your rota coordinators and your superiors know so that you can have the time off to make sure you've got that preparation time there and ready. Okay, thanks so much for listening to today's episode of the vlog series. As always, we'll put the contact details up at the end of the video. If you do need any revision materials, we don't have everything, but we do have access to 1 or 2 pieces that people have recommended. So feel free to get in touch and we'll be happy to send those bits and pieces over.